Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one Great Persecution. Great Persecution. Call Halal Yimla Alahayanawa Yahawah Abanawa Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call Halal Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. I don't want to make this too long, but just a quick hit. Great persecution is on the way, man. Great persecution. This word is really burning Esau up. It's bringing him down in his kingdom because it is exposing him for who he really is. These scriptures, a lot of our Israelites, 2/3 of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you're just going along, and you don't have your spiritual eyes on, and you don't have a care in the world about what's really going on, this thing is spiritual. You're not gonna be able to fight this carnally, but Esau is in position. Esau is in position, man, and it isn't too much more long of going to cousin JJ's and watching the football games, and everybody going over to Auntie Gloria's house for her 48th birthday party. You got Lil Darnell's Pop Warner football game. Salakia. These are the last days. These are the last days. And through the Spirit, before the year is out, it's going to be, the trouble is going to be manifested for me through the Spirit, that before the year is out of 2023, the trouble is going to be completely manifested as far as the lockdown, the face covering, more closures of business, banks shutting down, and this is going to lead to great persecution because last night here in Northern California where I'm at, last night it was over 6,000 lightning strikes last night in the sky. The sky was lit up last night. Over 6,000 lightning strikes last night in the sky. I was looking out in the heavens last night in the windows, and the sky was just lit up. And then they just had the earthquake in Morocco that killed over 1,000 people. These are the things that the Lord said that in the Matthew the 24th chapter, and war, war is growing, and ultimately the RFID, the CHIP is getting ready to take place. But the Lord said, but before all this, he said that these are the beginning of sorrows, but before all this happens, they're going to lay hands on you and persecute you. 2/3 of our people, you Israelites, you think it's all good. You're joined hand in hand with Esau and these other nations, but they getting ready to come after Israel, man. They getting ready to come after Israel, and ultimately the saints, those that are serving Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. I just did a show the other day. I think it was yesterday, or you got to count up the cost. Are you willing to lay down your life? Because some of us are going to be put to death for the Lord, man. And in them days of like they in the slave days, and of lynching, the lynching, taking your little 6 or 5-year-old daughter, and Esau taking your little 5 or 6-year-old daughter and lynching them, and hanging them on trees and burning them alive, doing shit like that. Them days is coming back. Them days is coming back. Great persecution. The Lord told you, man. These are the things that's coming back, man. These internment camps, detention centers, they're coming after Israel. Ultimately, the prophets, man. This is why, like I say, you gonna have to count up the cost, man. And this is and a lot of you Israelites and people too, because Jacob's trouble is coming, but everybody's gonna be affected. All nations in this Jacob's trouble. Ultimately, 2/3 of Israel are the Lord's people that you didn't listen. You didn't want to listen, and you just indulged and deliberately stuck in your wickedness and rejected the Lord's word. So a lot of you, 2/3 of Israel, is going to get caught up in this, man. Is mass death coming? But the lynching, the hangings, the burnings, the persecution, this is coming. These are the last days. This is breaking news is coming at any time now, man. Breaking news is coming. This is it, and it's gonna come like a thief in the night. We are very, very close to this thing being shut down, and the clubs, the club scenes, the partyings, all these rap videos and concerts and shows and shit like that. This is all about to be shut down. Foreclosures of banks and grocery stores burning down. We're at the doorstep of this, man. Great persecution is coming. Ultimately to Israel, man, and the servants of the Lord. So some of us are going to be put to death for the name of the Lord, and some of us are going to have to be on the run, broken up from our families. Some of us are going to be thrown in these prison and detention and concentration camps that are coming. Great persecution. The days of just kicking back and turning on the TV and cooking you food and hanging out, them days is coming to an end, man. Them days is coming to an end. And this, you gonna have to have His word, and you gonna have that name. But let me get to this. This is just a quick hit. John 15 and 20. It's a lot of sorrow and pain coming, man. Sorrow and pain. You're about to be stripped from everything that you got. Just wait, man. Just wait. We almost here. The signs are everywhere, man. The Lord gave us the signs, and those that are serving the Lord and spiritual and got their eyes and ears on, their spiritual eyes and ears, they see and hear. They see it. We see it coming from a mile away. But great persecution is coming. Great persecution. Trouble. Your sons, your daughters, if you got, and broken and taken from you and beaten and lynched and burned and stuff like that. These are the things that's coming, man. We're going into the worst time of life. The worst time of life. So there's great persecution coming. But it says John 15 and 20, and I'll leave it at this. It says, remember, or Salakia, John 15 and 18. It says, John 15 and 18, it says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. They hated the Lord. They murdered YAHAWAH BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. They beat him and whipped him and tortured him and murdered him. The Holy Mashiach. It said, if ye were of the world would love his own. We're not of this world that are serving Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. We're not of this world, man. We're not participating in none of this shit here around the world, ultimately here in America, Babylon. None of your piss poor holidays, America. None of your entertainment. We don't. The real servants of the Lord are not indulging into this place. or into the world. We hate our lives unto death because we know this world is full of shit. It is tainted. It is demonic. It is ran by evilness. If ye were of the world would love his own. If you're a sweetheart, if you're a man or man, they love you. If you're in the wickedness and violence, they love you. And servants of the Lord, we hate this world, man. That we hate this kingdom. It says, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you. See? But I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore the world hateth you. See? See? And this is what it's going to come down to. But the Lord, he going to make a way, man, for his elect. But some of us is going to have to be put to death and thrown in these camps and on the run. But at the end, ultimately, salvation is for the elect. That's who salvation is for, and is going to be saved out of this time of terror that's coming on the earth. You got great tsunamis, earthquakes, fire, violence, tornadoes. I mean, famine, pestilence, diseases. You got all this. There's going to be nowhere to go. Nobody is going to escape this except the elect. It says 20, I'll close out with this. It says, remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his master, than his Lord. The servant isn't greater than his master. You see, the slave isn't greater than his master. It says the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. See? If they have persecuted me, this is what the Lord is telling his followers, man. If they have persecuted me, they persecuted YAHAWAHSHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. They persecuted him. They beat him and tortured him and murdered him. They humiliated him. That's why he said when he come back, he's not going to meet thee as a man. But this is what they did to our king, our master, man. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. There's persecution coming. If you're serving YAHAWAHSHI, you're going to be stripped, and you could be murdered, stripped and murdered, and hated. They're going to put you all on the news, false claims, false accusations, bring you in front of people. They're going to humiliate they're going to try to humiliate the prophets, man, and the Lord's servants. This is coming. This is coming. They will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Shalom.